up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre, the talk reviews and reviews. Back in here with one more video. All right, guys. Got a reaction for you guys here today. Shout out to my Instagram. Again, you guys been coming through on the IG. I appreciate you. Why women cheat. This content comes from YouTube creators Jasmine and Jasmine off of the Jasmine and Jasmine show. Very small channel. I don't even think they have 2,000 subscribers yet. Nevertheless, I want to hear what they have to say. All right? Let us know. All right? Because I think when women cheat, it's a lot different than when men cheat. When a woman cheats, it's more emotionally based. Most of the time, there's a lot of them out there that are, in fact, just savages and are not much different than a dude from a sexual perspective. But then when men do it, it's just, so no emotions involved. That's what I'm trying to say. I feel like I'm gonna get demonetized in this video. Anyway, without further ado.
Yes, thank you. So on this segment, we're gonna be talking about a deep conversation that can be a big debate, and it's basically about
cheating.
Yes.
Shout out to all my cheaters.
Oh no. So basically,
what?
We just want to talk about the difference between a man cheating as opposed to
a woman cheating.
Exactly.
The double standard.
Right, because a lot of y'all men get in y'all feelings when a woman cheat because y'all say it's more emotional than the physical. Because y'all men
Facts.
Feel
most
like,
of the time.
But it's a physical thing.
Men are emotional cheaters
too. Y'all are sensitive.
Yeah, but we're not the same.
I know some of y'all.
Listen, enough with the macho shit, okay? Some of y'all cheat too because you feel your ego is crushed at home or whatever you have it. Like, y'all paint it out to be like women cheat specifically for emotional reasons, like, oh, he hurt my heart, so let me go cheat, or he doesn't look at me the same, let me go cheat. No, sometimes we just want some new dick too. Okay, y'all don't want to hear it, but
right, cause
they're gonna get real. I think we're gonna uncover some truths here today. Yeah, not all. There's some people that do any goddamn thing. You're right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do some dudes emotionally cheat? Yeah, I guess so. The majority, most likely not. The majority of emotional cheaters are y'all emotional creatures. Will cheat to get back at, or will cheat because someone else is appearing to be more suitable than the dude who has been with you, working hard, good guy. All this other emotional shit that they really don't make logical sense. Yeah, most of the time. Well, let's get back into action.
I feel like men's perception of women is that we're this innocent cat.
I think it's because most men view women as the first woman they knew, which is their mother. So most men put their mother on a pedestal. Your mother could be a crackhead. You're putting her on a pedestal. So it's like men think that women are like these like fairy tale creatures, and that we do things based on like the right, like whatever's considered traditional or right. But we're humans, Yeah,
and we don't think that no more.
Too, whether they're sexual, whether they're hormonal, we're owed the same respect as men. It's just that men can't handle that. A man can't handle that you went and got some dick because you just wanted some new dick. A man has to, oh no, you had to be hurt by me to go do it. It always has to involve them. Yeah. But I feel like, stop. Both sexes cheat for the same reasons. Men, I've seen y'all go cheat, like I said, because you're boo-hooing at home. It's not always about some fresh pussy.
Right, because, you as a man, they feel like, oh, I'm going to cheat because maybe shit might be good at home. And shit might be bad at home. But I feel like a man cheats because they're just not strong in the flesh. And the Bible says the flesh is weak. I'm not going to get there. But, I mean, or you just probably wasn't ready to commit. I feel like, or you could just.
My position is that dudes more often cheat just for purely physical reasons, or just want to get with women for purely physical reasons. Don't want no emotional attachment component. In sometimes, whether or not they're cheating or just involving themselves with a new friend or a woman that they have met, we could do that more often than not. What it sounds like is this lady right here is saying that women can do that too, and at the same frequency. That's what she's saying. ladies, down in the comment section down below, do y'all agree or disagree? Second thing is, and I actually appreciate that she touched on this, and she was saying that guys just think of women as, you know, these delicate wallflowers that are perfect and have reasons for everything. I guess what she was trying to say, because we compare them to the first woman that we love, which is our mother. And then she made a weird comment about, even if she's a crackhead, you're gonna put her up on a pedestal. Yeah, it's your mama. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put your mama up on a pedestal. You understand? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't be a mama's boy, but you know. But then to say that, yes, that's your first connection and you were going to take the reverence that you have for your mama and then place that reverence on a girl, she's saying that that is incorrect. All of us all in the space know that that is incorrect. But I thought it was interesting that she called that out.
Just be committed too long and you need something new.
Right? That could be it. Or somebody's...
I feel like I'm speaking from someone who's...
There's people like that.
I've been a cheater and I've been cheated on.
I feel like I've been on both sides of the fence, but I don't think I have a reputation of cheating. If I were to pop out there and talk about why I did, it's because it was off some get back. Okay. And I didn't want to do it, but it took for me to do it to make him stop doing what he was doing. Okay. And it was just at the point where, like, because a man was like, oh yeah, you know, she's gonna come back anyway. She's gonna come back anyway, and she ain't gonna do nothing about it. So I did something about it, and that hurt his heart to the point where it still hurts.
It's still. Wait, hold up. There's a ring on her finger. So if it still hurts, it's to the dude you married. It's to the dude you married. I guess you know. So what I just heard, is, which I'm so confused at this point, because the hypothesis that they started out with is that men and women cheat for the same reasons and at the same frequency, and it's equal and all of this. And then she comes out with, I emotionally cheated, which goes against the original hypothesis, right? And I know it's an anecdotal example, but for the one example that you pull out when you cheated on your boyfriend who you eventually married, is what I'm picking up from this. For an emotional reason, because he was stepping out, so then you stepped out in order to get back at him? I mean, it sounds like the foundations of a toxic relationship, but she's still got a ring on her finger, so what do I know? Let's go back in.
I'm not like that. So everybody's, you know, it's different. Everyone's characteristics are different. Yeah. So that whole like, oh, she, you know, was more emotional. She probably really liked this nigga.
I'm gonna have to say that's an emotional cheat though.
Yeah.
What?
I've cheated in some times where, well, I have a reputation for cheating.
Uh-oh.
Let's just be real.
She's a scumbag.
If we're being real.
Okay, so we being real, but why? Is it because, are you just not ready to commit?
There's multiple reasons. There's been times where I've cheated because I felt like, I know this isn't my final stop, so enough of the playing house.
Yeah.
She's a carousel rider. She's a roller coaster rider. What did she say? She said, I knew this wasn't my final stop. Now listen, she stopped the girl on the right, and what did she say? That wasn't an emotional cheat, even though she laid out exactly what an emotional cheating was, and then she brought it on to herself. It sounds like now she's going to go down into the laundry list of reasons why she has cheated. Gentlemen, take note. I don't care what they look like. They all have the opportunity for this, okay? I don't care. One of the biggest lessons that I learned about women, irrespective of what they look like, doesn't determine how they treat their innards. It blew my mind when I figured it out. I was like, really? I thought that the prettier that they are, the more that they love themselves. And it blew my mind. It didn't get it up to that point. It was one of those aha moments in my late teens. But let's keep going.
You were over it, maybe.
Yeah. There's been times I've cheated because I was over it. There's been times I've cheated because I've been more attracted to something. Yeah. Not saying that it was better for me than what I had at home, but I had to see what that was like. That type of cheat.
Wow.
It's like,
well, because
yeah, she's not an emotional cheater. She's just a low integrity person. I mean, it just sounds like she could be in a relationship, and I'm sorry, I love you, baby, you know, and all that shit, and then I want to fuck him, Jesus Christ, like, and she just. But I wonder, like where this all comes from, where, you know, because there used to be a time and a place in our history where this was like shunned for women to be talking about like this. But obviously now, the culture that we have now today, where it's popularized of you licking, sticking, flicking, and tripping up into whatever it is that you're doing, you know, it's much more of a commonplace to kind of talk about these things and be comfortable in the ways that you talk about it. This is also YouTube, so you are incentivized by telling the truth and or salacious stories. Let's move on.
Young. I feel like when you commit yourself so young at an age where you're still in your prime, I just want to throw prime out there, because shit, you could be 40 and still in your prime.
Facts. But
No.
You know what? I feel like
No.
and it's the same thing sometimes. Like, you feel like you're giving everything to somebody, and you know this ain't the final stop. So it's like you can't help but to
40
live
is your prime.
your
Shut up.
natural life despite somebody else's feelings. And I don't like to hurt anyone's feelings. Like, if I have cheated, it's been very discreet. But then there's been times where I am emotionally cheating, and I want you to find out. You're gonna find out.
Damn, how many times has she
Stop
cheated?
playing with me.
Off some get back.
Like,
like,
I could say probably one time I cheated for get back.
Yeah,
that was my only emotional cheat. Any other cheat has just been like, I'm not satisfied anymore. And it's not even just the dick, it's everything. You're irritating me. There's things that you're doing that
So then
I
you're just
can't
not
live with.
Just get out the relationship. End the relationship. This is why dudes become dogs. This shit. This is the reason why. This is the reason why. You. That's the reason why. Can you imagine? You're in a relationship. Everything's going okay. And then she goes and she hops on another pogo stick, another eggplant. A lot of dudes, it crushes us. It crushes us. And then we make YouTube channels, and then in the comments we see, who hurt you? She did. She did. Okay? One more. I don't know how much more I can take of this. It's not even halfway done.
Right. Then I feel just like that whole, you just didn't want to be content in that situation, and you were just like on to the next. It's like,
I wanted to be content. I was no longer content.
do you feel like people cheat because they don't want to be upfront about the situation? Like, hey, I just don't want to deal with you. Or do you cheat because you still want to deal with that person and still eat your,
I've had
your
one
cake
foot,
and get it too?
I've had one foot in, one foot out.
Okay. That's good to know.
But it's like, that cake is 3 layers. This cake's only 2.
Oh no, it's not fair.
Not fair. I want the 3-layer cake. Hey, but wait, but not permanently, because I'm not a greedy bitch. So I'll take the 2-layer cake home. But I got to see. I want it all. I want the 3-layer cake too. However, I don't want to bring the 3-layer. I don't want leftovers. Okay, I like my nice little 2-layer cake at home.
Do you feel like the two?
Well, let me end it right there. Well, listen, my lady, right up above me. The one who's over here is married, so she's good. Yeah, regardless of whatever happening is that she was emotionally cheated, she's good. You up here, you don't want leftovers. If you keep going on this rate, you will be leftovers. Okay? You will be. All right? You will be. I would suggest stop telling everybody how you were a cheater. Okay? Because judging, she's a pretty young girl. If I was to guess, I would say she's probably about 25-ish, 26-ish, or something like that. Maybe 27. 27. I'll go with 27. So you're right there. You're at the cusp of, is this thing on? You're right there. And if you don't fix some of these behaviors, you keep letting men know what type of low integrity person that you have been in relationships before, you will be a leftover. You will be left behind to tend to your farm of puppies. Okay? Guys, I'm not going to go over the entire video. I'm going to leave a link to this video down in the description box down below. Feel free to go up there and to check out the rest of the content. All right? But I got to get out of here. I got to go figure out something more important to go do with my life. Okay? Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Feel free to hit me up. Go on Instagram and add your boy. I'm actually thinking about building and working on my Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So don't just go over there to just send me shit. Now you can go over there and follow me and, you know, expect some content up on the IG. I have a Patreon as well. The community is growing, it's building, and it's crazy dope. Link down in the description box down below. Go look at it. Go check out all of the stuff that's in store if you want to be a part of the community and the inner circle. All right? Good content. I appreciated reacting to this. Just can't do it no more. Until next time, YouTube. Peace!
Hood booga, hood booga, hood booga, goodbye. Hood booga, hood booga.